All right, guys, welcome to our YouTube channel. This is Trader C Brown, and we are on GBpusd weekly forecast that we normally do. So now, if you're joining us for the first time, I want you to understand that this is our custom. Every week, we analyze GBpusd and Euro USD. So for today, for this particular video, this is GBpusd analysis. We want to be forecasting. We're looking at what the market holds for week 22. Now, this is week 22 starting from tonight. So we're looking at the market opening tonight, and we're going to be looking at what the market will hold for us for the rest of the week. So I want to pay attention to this and pay close markings on your chart. Look at the chart and mark as I mark my chart. Just use the markings that I have here to mark your chart, and you will begin to see what to expect for the coming week, week 22. Now, just a disclaimer, guys. I'm a forex trader. I deal only on GBpusd. I trade one currency pair. I do not trade crypto, and I don't trade indices or whatever they are. I don't do that. I only trade GBpusd and its currency forex pairs. Now, also, I do not trade for people. I don't do account management or asking for people to invest into anything. I only train people to learn how to trade, and that's all I do. I mentor people to learn how to trade. So if you are in any Telegram group where you have been asked to give money, invest money, or set some kind of investment portfolio or whatever to make money for you, to help you trade, listen, that is not me, because I have a lot of people there. There are a lot of people on the internet who have created my using my avatar and my ID to create different channels and social media platforms like Telegram and Instagram and all of that, just using that my name to gather following and begin to scam them. Be careful. Please stay away from that group. Okay, I do not post any of the information that has to do with crypto or asking people to bring money so that I can trade with them, trade for them. I don't do that. That's not me. So I only trade proprietary firm accounts. I trade proprietary firms and my personal account. If I want to trade for anything, or I want to trade big account, I can only get a proprietary firm. I trade for my forex fund, and I trade for another proprietary firm. So I use these proprietary firms as my as my pool of finance that I need to trade with. So that's what I do. So guys, be careful. Okay, now that is out of the way, disclaimer out of the way. Now let's face what the chart holds for us. The first thing I wanted to do today, before skipping that, I don't want to skip it. So let me just go to the calendar of the month and look at what we expect in the next upcoming week in the economic calendar. So we're looking at fundamentals right now. Let's look at the fundamentals first before we do the analysis. Now, starting from on Monday, which is 28th, we're going to see that the market may start bringing up. Okay, there's no trade on 28th. I mean, no economic calendar, no news on 28th, no news on 29th. Wonderful. On Tuesday, no news. Then on Wednesday, we have a little bit of news, which is CB consumer confidence, which is okay, is a high impact news. That will be 3 p.m. By that time, as a day trader, you should be done trading. Let's see. Again, on Wednesday, we have some few fundamentals there that will come in by 3 p.m. again. And also Canada, we have some news coming in with the United States, Canada dollars. And also we have 3 p.m. there, just job opening. So again, that's fine. That's all right. And then on the Thursday, 1st of June, yes, on the 1st of June, we should expect a major impact that is coming in on the news USD. So pay attention to Thursday and pay attention to Friday as well, northbound payroll. So we have Thursday and Friday as a big day for the market to have these spikes coming in from here and there. The big guys are going to manipulate this market that day, so watch out for it. Of course, they always hide under the news, under the fundamental news to move the market. So ensure you pay attention to this, okay? If you have made what I would advise you to do, guys, in your week, the beginning of your week, set a goal. How much do you want to make? What is your percentage goal for the week? You see, what is your risk to reward ratio that you want to use for the week? So you want to, if you have 5% goal for the week, and you made your 5% by Wednesday, get out of the market for the week. Get out. Don't try to trade on Thursday. Don't try to trade on Friday. Do you understand? That is how to be disciplined. Once you make your goal for the week, get out of the market for the week and wait for the next week. All right? Otherwise, you might be tempted to trade in between these fundamentals. If you don't know what you're doing, you might lose your profit. So be very careful. Now, that's the fundamental for the week 22. Now, let's go to the chart and do the analysis that we expect. Remember, I already told you from last week about week 20, week 19, week 20, week 21. I told you that we're going to be selling. And if you look at, if I go to the weekly time candle, you see for the past 3 weeks, we've been selling. So you can see that the past 3 weeks, this was week 20, all right, week 20, week 19, week 20, week 21. So we are now starting week 22. So for the past 2 weeks, we'll be selling because we saw on the weekly time frame that price created a great support, a resistance at that level because of the previous high that the market created from that level. You see that? So that market respected that and began to drop on the weekly time frame. So we are anticipating two things. Either the market will pull back because of the breakup structure here, all right, to start going back up after a mini pullback. This is weekly time frame. Mind you, this is weekly time frame. Okay, I'm just showing you what the prospect is for the future trading. All right, now what I want you to see is if I use the fib, okay, just a minute, just to let you know, if I use the fib to measure the zone to that zone, and I'm looking at probably worst case scenario 61% that the market comes the worst case scenario, or if peradventure the market comes to maybe comes to the 50 level, all right, which is almost close to it, worst case scenario 61, then we should be looking for, we see price action there, and then we should be looking for reaction at 126, 1.22, 1.21. So that means we should be looking for price action in the future. I'm not talking about right now. Worst case scenario, price coming to 2100, price coming to 2200, and we're looking at the worst case scenario. All right. Earlier stage 2200, worst case scenario 2100, price coming to that zone and then begin to head back to the upside. So what that means is that we should be expecting that price will still drop a little more this week. So we should expect a little sell, more sell this week, possibly for another where price is at for another 200 to 300 pips for this week. Now, if you get 100 pips out of this 200, 300 pips for this week, that's huge. But because of the NFP that is coming, non-farm payroll news that is coming, I might suggest to trade very carefully. And if price come to the zone, then we should be expecting price action to bounce back. So what I'm expecting that price will do on the weekly time frame is to continue this buy momentum that is going on. But this pushback will happen like this, and then the market will begin to head back up again. This is my expectation, but we still have a little sell that will take place on this market. So we should have more kind of, you know, some drop. So how would I know? Well, I'm going to use this. If I use this, what do you call it? Trend line like this, it will not work because I'm not putting on the wick. I just want to put it on the body. And we will see that price already broke this trend line to the upside, right? So that's why we have the drop coming in. We understand that. So the trend line is broken and is selling. So on the weekly time frame, the market is a bit selling, but we are not sure that it's going to come all the way down to take out this low that we have here. So if the market is not coming all the way down to take out this low, which obviously we have this massive order block. So then what we're looking at it's possibly the market want to go back up when it comes to 50 or 61 Fibonacci retracement at that level. So pay attention to that. On the higher time frame, especially those that are swinging the market. All right, pay attention to that. But let's go to the day trader perspective. So for those of you day trade, let's just go to day trading perspective. Okay, let's think like a day trader now. All right, so we'll leave those marks there, and then we'll leave that there, and then obviously we don't need this trend line. We take that trend line off. So what time frame do we go? 4-hour time frame. Now on the 4-hour time frame, as a day trader, what does the market hold? Remember, the higher time frame already told us that the market will still want to drop, want to sell. Now, if you look at the current position of the market, you see that the first target we had, which is 120,200, is where we're expecting price to eventually come to, based on the Fibonacci retracement we did on a weekly time frame. Remember that. So now we're looking at, okay, price is coming down there. Hopefully price want to come down there and then come to this low. That will give about 150 pips. So this week, you should be targeting that low as a possible 150 pips to take into your bank account this week, week 22. Now, but let me show you something here. Let me show you something. You see, the market is doing lower highs, lower lows. Can you see that? The market has created multiple lower highs, lower lows. So the market started by creating equal top, break that low, created the low, created the lower high, created the low again, created the lower low, lower high, another lower low, another lower high, another lower low here. And now it created the lower high. So now you see price rejected at this level. Where is it going? It's coming down to break this low. Now we expect price to come down to break this low and then head back again, then before continuing down to this zone. So it's not going to just come all the way down. Now, you need to pay attention to that, because sometimes people think that's how the market moves, just come all the way down. No, you can see the market move in waves. Now, the news may be able to push the price down to a certain level, but not up to the point whereby it should just drop like that. Okay, so there must be a wave. Remember, this is 4-hour time frame, so the news may drop a little bit, then pull back again, drop again, like that you should expect this kind of movement to the market of the market. So, but here is what I'm anticipating: a reasonable pullback. So the market may come all the way down onto this level and then create a pattern and then start heading back up. Now, heading back up doesn't mean it's going to just go up like that. We're expecting price to start heading back up in a zigzag manner the way he normally does. So, but we should expect that to happen. Now, what I'm looking at is a reasonable trend line to guide me in that decision. So I can put a trend line here, which I see all the way down to the bottom. So now if I leave that there for a couple of days for this week, you say, why didn't I put a trend line there? It's still the same. All right, this is just a fake breakout and retest. So this one was a fake breakout. This is the real high of that trend line. So that was a fake breakout. So you should know when trend line is having a fake breakout. Okay, now let's leave this here and see on the 4-hour time frame. This is the way I'm looking at it right now. Now, if I have a moving average, that will also show as a sign of a downtrend on the moving average, but I just use my trend line. Okay, now we see price rejected immediately, topped that level, rejected and then drop, rejected again and keep dropping. Now we should expect two things. Number one, on the 4-hour time frame this week, what you want to see before you trade, once the market open, you want to see a break of the structure, right, to the downside to continue the trend. But you want to see to buy, you want to see a break of that structure as well. You want to see this high taken out. So this is your trading zone to think about. You say, okay, what am I going to do? Should I just buy now? No, don't buy, don't sell. Wait for price to break above, break below, and let you have a direction, clarity. Now, if you have been selling here, that means you sold here, hold your trade until price get to this low. So you take your profit at this low, because the market could do this. The market could drop and give you a double bottom and then head back up and break out the high and start continue upward. That can happen. I'm not guaranteeing that the market must come all the way low. Anything could change in the market, but as a trader, you should know what to expect. When the market changes shift or changes direction, you should know what to do. You should know how to pay attention to it. So I'm just helping you to see. So here is the low. So we want to see market break this low and then a pullback to give us a reasonable, or even a pullback into the trend line to give us a reasonable sell. Do you understand that? So that's what I would say. But if the market come down and failed to break this low, then if it failed to break this low, then coming down here might take some time. The market will want to go up and play around, probably trying to create another equal high before dropping again. That can happen. So or the market can fall into consolidation before breaking out. That can happen as well. But pay attention to this bigger trend that is going down. So once the market shifts, these characters shift and then start going up, then you look for buys. But for now, no buys. We are selling all the way until the market tells us it's time to buy. When is that? It is when the market will break this high that you see here that the market just created. You want to see the market break that high and then give you the opportunity to start looking for a buy market. Do you understand? Now there's a need, all right, to watch the market break this low and then it start heading up. Buy the market. Buy it to the 50% level or buy it to whatever to the trend line if you want. Like what some of my teammates, my mentees did last week. So they were able to buy this market up. All right. And then those who wanted to sell waited for the sale and began to sell. That's the way to trade. So you just need to know when to buy, when to sell. All right. But here is the guide. Pay attention to this. So on the 1 hour time frame, if you look at it very carefully, you see what the market did. This was the weak rejection that we saw on that candle. So we're using the body. So right now we saw that the market created a new high after that. So this is where the dimensions are. Now on the 4 hour time frame, it looks bearish, but on the 1 hour time frame, it's looking bullish now. So the 1 hour is telling us it's bullish. Why? Market just broke the previous high with this push up. And now when the market dropped, it failed to break this low and created a pullback. So what we want to see, if the market break this high, then we're looking for buys. You see that now? So it's more clearer on the 1 hour time frame to say, okay, fine, I'm going to react when I see this kind of move. So this is what we're expecting for now. You know what? That's enough for now. I'll leave the rest for my mentees. So let's stop here. But this is what you should do for those of you wanting to sell this market. Now, remember, on the 1 hour time frame, you have a very clear channel here. Okay, a very clear channel that is being built up here on the 1 hour time frame. So you can see why the market bounces off here and bought. Now, if the market head back there and drop, watch out. It may give an M pattern. So it may give an M pattern by doing this and then head back and drop. So that can happen as well. So pay attention to these things. Okay. So, but as for now, we are selling until this trend line breaks. This high is taken out. We are not buying this market. All right. Copy. I hope you copy. Thank you so much. I hope you enjoyed this. If you are joining us for the first time, guys, listen, hit the subscribe button, hit the like button. What are you waiting for? And those of you who are learning, you want to learn how to trade, you want to join our mentorship group, listen. The link is in the description below. Join our Telegram group and also visit the website. There's a lot of information for you to use there. I will be the one that will actually take you by the hand and put you through how to trade, especially if you're a beginner. I would love to be your mentor if you're a beginner, because it's easy to just take that guy who is just beginning to the next level. Simple, straightforward, right? Thank you, guys. I appreciate you all. Subscribe for more information. And those of you trading Euro USD, wait for the video. And at the end of this video, you're going to see the pop-up for the video for you to watch. So watch that video and enjoy your trading week. I'll see you in week 23. Bye for now.